I'd just been fired from my dream job for not being a team player, which was code for I wouldn't suck up to our psychotic boss, so I did what any self-respecting person would do. I appealed the decision and asked for a meeting with HR to discuss my termination. What they didn't know was that I'd been documenting every interaction with my boss, from the time she screamed at me in front of the entire office to the time she accidentally deleted my project files. I had it all on tape, thanks to a voice recorder app on my phone that I'd installed after the first incident. I walked into the meeting room, where my boss, HR, and I were supposed to have a calm and respectful discussion about my termination. My boss was already seated, sipping on a Starbucks coffee and looking like the cat that got the cream. HR, on the other hand, looked like she'd rather be anywhere else. I took a deep breath, pulled out my phone, and hit play. The room fell silent as my boss's voice filled the room, screaming at me about how I was useless and would never amount to anything. HR's eyes widened, and my boss's face turned bright red. But I wasn't done yet. I'd also been keeping a log of all the suggestions my boss had made, which were really just thinly veiled demands for me to do her job for her. I pulled out the log and started reading from it, highlighting all the times she'd asked me to do something that was clearly outside my job description. My boss started to squirm, and HR looked like she was about to have a nervous breakdown. But the piece de resistance was yet to come. I pulled out a stack of printed emails, all of which were from my boss, asking me to do various tasks that had nothing to do with my job. And then, I dropped the bombshell. I'd been CCing all of these emails to the CEO, who just so happened to be my boss's boss. The room fell silent again, this time with a sense of impending doom. My boss's face turned from red to purple, and HR looked like she was about to throw up. The CEO walked in, a stern expression on his face, and asked my boss to explain herself. Let's just say it didn't go well for her. It turned out that my boss had been using company resources for personal gain, and had been bullying and harassing multiple employees, including me. The CEO fired her on the spot, and offered me my job back, with a promotion and a raise. I accepted, but not before making it clear that I would be keeping a close eye on the company, and would not hesitate to speak up if I saw anything even remotely similar happening again. As I walked out of the meeting room, I felt a sense of vindication, but also a sense of unease. I'd just taken down a bully, but I knew that there were plenty more where she came from. I made a mental note to always trust my instincts, and to never back down from a fight. And as for my boss, let's just say she won't be bothering me again anytime soon. She's currently facing a lawsuit from multiple former employees, and her reputation is in tatters. I, on the other hand, am thriving in my new role, and have become something of a hero to my colleagues. It just goes to show that sometimes, being a problem employee can be a good thing, especially when you're standing up to a bully. But that's a story for another time. For now, I'm just enjoying the feeling of having outsmarted my nightmare boss, and coming out on top.